Derek Panamsky for Eagle 98.1 Game Day here with LSU tight end coach Steve Ensminger. And coach, this is a big week for you guys. 7-0 coming back into Tiger Stadium, #1 ranking. You're gonna look across the sideline and see a uniform you were familiar with for a couple of years. Obviously, not that many people that you know are still there, but is there any kind of special feeling for you to play against Auburn?
Not really. You know, I still have some good friends over there. Kevin Yox, who's the strength coach, is there. Philip Lawler, defensive back coach, is there. You know, I coach together with Gene Chiswick, you know, and they're all good people, you know, but it's kind of like brothers or friends playing against each other. You always want to beat them.
Now, you guys in the last couple of weeks have been a dominating second-half team. That's certainly been something that's kind of carried some weight here the last couple of weeks offensively. But in looking at the stats, you know, the most dominating thing for you guys on offense hasn't been just the time of possession in the second half. It's been how effective you guys have been in the red zone. What's been kind of the focus for you guys to not only get inside the red zone, but to get touchdowns instead of field goals?
Well, I think the biggest key is we can run the football. I think it wears on teams. You know, I think every team, you look at this conference right here, not everybody runs the football, you know. So every team we face every week, we see a different defense. It's not always what we prepare for. They're going to put an extra one in the box, and you got to figure out where. I think our staff has done a good job of making adjustments at halftime and being as far as blocking schemes and being able to pick up that eighth guy. And we've had some big plays, you know, in throwing the football. But I think the halftime adjustments, I think, you know, running the football the way we do, as much as we do, it wears on people, you know, and I think that makes us a second-half team. And I really believe that you have to be able to run the football in the red zone. You know, I think that's the biggest, you know, with spread teams, you know, you said that's the hardest thing to do, get in the 5-yard line, can't run the football, you know. Well, we can, and the biggest thing we do is we make first downs and we keep the football, and it puts ourselves in position to score.
Now, you guys have been able to take advantage of some short fields. You've been able to take advantage of getting the ball into the red zone by running the ball, but you guys have, whether it be Jordan Jefferson with a jump pass or Jarrett Lee with some sort of swing pass, you've also stayed kind of multiple inside the red zone and giving the appearance of tight end, of throwing the ball. And some of your tight ends, Mitch Joseph and Chase Claymont, have touchdowns. Has it been something for you as a tight ends coach to try to make sure you kind of fight for your guys to get touches inside the red zone?
Well, it does, but it's, you know, it's easy when you can run the football. It's easy when defense want to stack the box. It's easy that, you know, that guy who's supposed to be covering man peeks in the backfield because he wants to make a tackle, you know. So they are more involved. But, you know, the biggest key, like you said, is we are spreading the ball around. You know, our tailback is catching the football besides just running the football. Our wide receivers are catching the football, you know. I think it was a Kentucky game. I think we had a few drops and things like that. But, you know, since then, in all the other games, when the ball's been put on the money, we've caught the football, you know. So I think the biggest key, like you were talking about, we've had short fields. We've done a great job on defense. We've done a great job on special teams. And we've done a great job not turning the football over. So field position has worked to our advantage and us being able to run the football.
And one of the assignments that was changed in the beginning of the season when the offensive staff had a little bit of a shakeup was that you were going to be handling the offensive lineman down on the field with Coach Stadrawa up in the box calling plays. What's it been like for you being, you know, kind of the middleman between Stadrawa and the offensive line and being kind of the guy on their guy to go to on the field, where you're not just in charge of your tight ends but also the offensive linemen?
Well, it's you know, it's very demanding, you know, and it's once you get off the field, number one. But the information that I get from Coach Stud and from Coach Cragthorpe downstairs has really helped. You know, we have a system where I watch the tight end side of the football, so I can see the guard, tackle, tight on that side. Coach Stud watches the middle of it, the guards and tackles. You know, so the adjustments come from sitting on the sideline, asking the players, "What did you get on this play? Did you get a slant? Did you get a twist and everything else?" And then Stud be able to tell them, "This is what happened. This is how we're going to make the adjustments on it." So it's demanding. It's time consuming. Once we get off the field, I try to give it the tight ends and tell them everything that I saw during that series. Then I sit down. We put a headset on the center, usually the PJ or T-Bob, where he can hear the communication between me and Coach Stud, so he can relay everything to the other players. So as long as the center understands, because he makes all the calls, and as long as we make the adjustments, we're fine. But it is very demanding.
Now, this week, you know, the #1 team in America, you guys get to start the BCS. When the BCS poll comes out, starting it off as the top team in America, you guys are the hunted. Has there been any kind of, you know, vibe around campus, you know, when you guys come around here of being the top guy, or is it just kind of another business as usual week?
Well, from a coaching standpoint, it's another business, just another busy week. We don't get on campus. Derek, heck, we're up here from 7 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. So I don't get any vibes from anywhere except for this coaching staff, and this coaching staff is very determined to make this team better. That's the biggest thing. It's not about who we play this week. It wasn't about who we play in Tennessee next week. This week it's all can our team get better, and that's what we're focused on.
Well, you've been pretty good thus far, Coach. So congratulations on a 7-0 start. Good luck to you this weekend.
Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it.